Morning. Welcome, everyone. Pete Cohen here, live in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Amazing to be here. What an incredible place. I've been here so many times, but this time has been a little bit different. But today, what we're going to be looking at is how to stop gambling with your life and really help you to start becoming a winner in your life. And I'm sure there are areas of your life that you would like to win in. My first question to all of you here right now is I want to ask you a question. And the question is simple. How do you feel? How do you feel today? You know, it's one of those questions that is asked a lot. How are you? So maybe let me ask you that question. How are you? This is a very different time of day for me to broadcast in the UK, because normally I would broadcast in the UK at 7 a.m. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours after what I would normally do. But this is what it is, and I'm excited to share some information with you today that I believe will radically change some people's lives here and make some people's lives a whole lot better. Because the reason someone's saying on Instagram they're feeling a bit sluggish, how else do you feel? I'm genuinely more interested in how you feel than maybe even you are, because I know what you're capable of. I genuinely know what people like you are capable of doing and achieving, and that's what I'm here to share with you today. So if you have a pen and paper in hand, we can go to work on really going to work on providing you with some information to radically change your life. So if I look at my stream on here, I can see there's a number of people here watching. Good morning, good morning, good morning. A number of people watching on Instagram, and more people are just piling in as we speak right here, right now. So as it's just gone 3 o'clock in the morning here in the UK, I can tell you this. I am so happy to be alive. I cannot even begin to tell you how delighted I am to feel alive. And why? Not just because I'm a positive person and, you know, I like the idea of being, hooray, let's be positive about everything. No, it's just the fact that I've been so ill in this room at the last, I don't know, I just slept most of the day yesterday, and then the day before I haven't been so sick. I ate something, I think it was something I ate, then started feeling a bit funny, then I started feeling so sick, I threw up again, I threw up again. I kept throwing up to the point nothing was coming up, and I still was throwing up, but there's nothing coming up. And I'm here with Dr. Rakowski, one of the top nutritionists in the world. He came down and saw me, gave me a couple of things. I still felt sick. I thought, I don't feel quite right here. I'm off to hospital. I went to hospital. And I started feeling better, actually. I started feeling a little bit better when I got to the hospital. It was amazing. It was going to cost $9,000. I am insured, $9,000 to have blood test, X-rays, and I thought, you know what, I don't really need this. And they gave me something to help me stop feeling sick. Anyway, I started feeling a little bit better, but I feel so happy to be alive now, because I don't feel like I felt on the floor here going, I'm sure you've all had that feeling before, right? You've all had that feeling of just feeling so sick, and it's just horrible. But I knew I was going to get better. And this is what I have to say to you. I asked a question right at the beginning. How do you feel? The most common answer that most people give is one of three things. Fine, I'm okay, or I'm not bad. That's what most people say. Very few people will say, when you ask them how they are, will go, I'm brilliant, I'm amazing, I'm fantastic. I watch my wife say this a lot. People say, how are you? She says, you know, I'm amazing, I'm brilliant. And you should see the look on people's eyes. They often go, did she just say that? Because it's unusual to hear people say that. And let's be honest here, most of us are gambling with our lives. See, I'm here in Vegas where people come to gamble. Now, I've actually worked with some professional gamblers before. These are gamblers who do make money, and they don't gamble because of the adrenaline rush of winning. It's not about winning. It's about some intellectual satisfaction, but it's almost like a job that they do, and they're few and far between, these people. The other types of gamblers are terrible gamblers who gamble because, and they gamble more than they have, or leisurely gamblers who gamble just from time to time. Now, I'm a gambler. I think it's in my DNA. My grandfather on my mother's side was a gambler. I think it was, you know, I think it basically killed him in some respects. He just gambled everything. And then even on my dad's side, I think there was an uncle who was a gambler as well. And, you know, I'm a gambler. I'm an addict. So I just don't do it. I love adrenaline. I love feeling good. And I play the most stupidest games where there is no real science behind it, which is basically I used to play fruit machines, all these lights flashing up and playing it because you want to win. And the same with roulette. It's the thing spinning around and it could be you. And I love that. I love that, the impulse of just doing it. And I spoke to my brother. My brother's an amazing psychotherapist, and we spoke about this. And he told me he was an addict. And I thought, wow, that's a really good way of looking at it. I'm going to look at it like that. I'm going to look at it like I'm an addict. And if I'm an addict, it would be the most stupidest thing to do, right? So that's been my part of my strategy, because most of us are gambling on our life. We know that. And part of the reason we're gambling with our life is just because we feel fine and we feel okay. And let's think about anything in your life you want to achieve. So I've written down a few things here, typical things maybe you want to achieve. Maybe you want more confidence, better relationships, more money. You want to triple your income. You want better health. You want to better work. You want to improve things. And I believe there's probably no one better on earth that can help you achieve that than me. I actually honestly believe that. Why? I've been doing this for 30 years. I've dedicated my life to finding answers for people just like you. But of course, we know that the answers aren't necessarily the answers. The answers is your application. You deciding to not feel fine. You deciding to want to have a better life than you have today, and then going to work on it. And if you want to go to work on it, there's no one better than to go on to work with it than me. Why? Well, but I provide you with daily coaching every day at 7 a.m. I provide you with a community of like-minded people. And you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most time with. And if you want to raise your game, raise the people that you spend your time with. Plus, I also provide you with the best masterclasses on earth, the best material to help you with the main areas of your life that you need to stop gambling and win. You need to become skillful. If you want to put the odds in your favor, skillful at things like willpower, breaking habits, confidence, health, wellness, mindfulness. This is the stuff that we teach. And if any of you people we've been working with right now, just share what you think of what it is I'm providing or how your life has changed, because there'll be some new people here that might be watching this for the first time and thinking, what is this? We'll find out. For £1 for 7 days, get a taste of My 365, the #1 coaching opportunity in the world. There is no better coaching opportunity. I don't care. Anyone could show me what they're doing, and I say, okay, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you the results I'm getting, and you show me if it's better. I wouldn't say it's better. It's just different. That's all I'm saying. I'm not better than anyone else, but what I'm providing is different. So let's look at this. Let's look at the odds. The odds. Are the odds in your favor? Okay, let's say I've got a betting office, and you've come to me and you say, I want to put a bet on myself to lose weight or get fit or be healthy. I say, okay, I'll have a look at your form. Okay, well, in the past, you've lost it a few times, but you've put it back on again. And you're heavy now, right? Okay, I'm going to give you 100 to 1. The odds are stacked against you. It's not going to happen. I'm not talking about you personally, because I know some of you personally. The same with, okay, you want to write a book. Okay, let's look. How long have you wanted to do that for and you haven't done it yet? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, it's 1,000 to 1 on that one happening there. What else do you want to put a bet on? You want to put a bet on tripling your income. So you want to put a bet on that. You got 1,000,000 to 1 on that, mate. But let me tell you something. You want to hear something? Who's ready for a little bit of, and by the way, if you want to achieve any of those things, we can help you do that. Whether it is tripling your income, whether it is increasing your confidence, whatever it is, we can help you. But let's look at the odds. I don't know if anyone knows the odds of you actually being born. We were born with this equipment. That's amazing. Look, it's amazing. I was so sick, but yet I'm feeling better because my body wants to grow. Every cell in my body wants to grow. There's a word for this. It's called syntropy, which is, and by the way, if you haven't shared this yet on Facebook, please share it. For those of you that are on Instagram, you can see what we're doing on here. Please share this, because I really want other people to see what I'm saying here, because there is a word. It's called syntropy, and syntropy was a word that was created by a Hungarian man who won the Nobel Prize twice. And syntropy basically means every cell that exists in the world and anything is designed to grow to its fullest capability, designed to be its best, designed to grow. That's what we're designed to do, to get better. So even though I was sick, my body was working with me to help me get better. And if you're just fine and you're just okay, you're not growing, you're just existing. And if you're happy just to exist, that's fine. But there's a part of you, why we feel fine and we feel okay? There's a signal that things aren't okay, that things need to be better. Let's look at the odds of you being born. Because if you went into the bookmakers and you said, right, I want to put a bet. I want to put a bet on me being born. This sounds very strange. The odds being born, taking science into account, taking all of the wars, the natural disasters, all of these things, the moment in time you were born, the parents, your DNA, it's basically 1 in 4 trillion. Or is it 400 trillion? 400 trillion. Think about it for a moment. Why were you born? Why were you born? Why were you born? Why were you born? The odds of you being born, they are so ridiculous. 1 in 400 trillion. So what are you doing with the life that you have? Are you living the life that you want? Are you just living a life that everyone else is living, which is just normal, just fine, giving into the trappings that are all here, trying to trap you to doing things that often you don't want to do? You see, listen to this. This is really important. Let's stop gambling with our lives and listen very carefully to what I'm about to say here. This is fundamentally, absolutely, 100% essential for you to understand. Listen, you don't like change, but the word change in its origin, part of its origin, is to bring forwards. You were put on this earth to bring yourself forwards. And I wrote this down this morning. The word gamble actually means to risk something of value on a game of chance. To risk something of value on a game of chance. So what is a game? Life. Life is a game. It's a game of chance. And guys, you need to, it's now. Today is the day to wake up and decide to go to work on yourself. What do you need? You know what you need. I've said it. You need a coach. You need a community, and you need world-class information, tools, tips, strategies, techniques, and that's what we provide you with. Click on the link in my bio if you're on Instagram. If you're looking at this on this post on Facebook, click on it. £1 for 7 days, and then a small monthly fee every month. Let's go to work on bringing your best self to the world. But let me give you another reason as to why you need to change. You were all parented, and your parents often made you do the things you didn't want to do. Would you have tidied your room? Probably not. You didn't want to do those things. There's a part of us that just wants to just be fine. But your parents made you get off your computer. Your parents, I say, made you get off your iPhone. Chances are when you were a child, if you're watching this, you didn't have an iPhone. They made you do your homework. And then all of a sudden you grew up. And you have this resistance, this internal resistance. But nothing tastes better than momentum. Nothing tastes better than getting better. And that's what you need. You know that you need help in making your life the way you want it to be. The only reason you're here on this earth today is because other people have been here before you and have helped you get here. And to put your hand up and say, you know what? I need help in weight loss. I need help with my health. I need help with my finances. I need help. I need inspiration. I need a community. And if that's what you need, then ask for it. Because your time is now. My mum has just joined me on Instagram. Isn't that amazing? The greatest mum in the world. You might think you have the greatest mum. And I know she's probably been a bit worried about me because I was so sick, but I'm feeling so much better. I slept most of the day yesterday. And I'm feeling much better. So I hope this makes sense to you. And I was just looking at some of my notes I wrote down here. You know, I was talking about gamblers. There are very few professional gamblers in the world. There's few of them compared to all of the people who gamble. And they gamble because they know that they can win, and it's calculated and it's very much thought through. And that's also the people in life who we're all gambling with our lives. But if you want to put the odds in your favor, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't try and do all of this stuff on your own. You don't have to do it on your own. You know, you can achieve what it is that you want to achieve. And your time isn't now, it's right now. So let's not making our life fine. Let's start making our life amazing. And I'm happy now to take any questions that anyone has here this morning. I know we've got probably a lot more people, because on Mondays we broadcast publicly, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we broadcast just to our elite members. Elite members are people that just want to be a part of a group. They really are serious about taking control of their impulses, developing habits, developing rituals that, if repeated over a period of time, will create momentum, which will then give them the results that they're looking for in their life. So what is it that you're looking for in your life? What is it that you're wanting to improve? What is it, in fact, as I wrote this down this morning, what is it that you really want? And to understand that to get what you really want requires obviously a little bit of action, and it needs you to stop pressing on that, what we call the inner snooze button, that every day you say, I'll do it tomorrow, I haven't got time. And we've got to stop doing that. And the change can start right here, right now. So if you've got something to say, if you've got a question to ask, thank you very much for those comments, Tina. Anyone, it's a good way to think of the odds of your success. Yeah, you want to put the odds in your favor. And it's simple, but I'm not saying it's easy. I'm definitely not saying that. But it can be done, and we can simplify anything. And I believe what you can achieve with coaching in a year would probably take you about 10 years to do it on your own. So does anyone have any questions? Mam Mania. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm going to check that out. Thank you very much for all these comments that people are making. I really, really appreciate it. If you've got any comments, or actually, why don't any of you who've achieved things on My 365, you can tell us what you've achieved. I've managed to watch you live today. I'm ready for change, surrounding myself with positive people to move forwards to. Well done, Ruth. If you're not a member of Elite, then I would definitely get on it. Click on the button in this post. If you're on Instagram, click on the link in my bio. Invest £1 in yourself. We're gambling with the future us. Every day we play roulette with our future, but we don't have to, right, Mandy? Tell us, Mandy, what have you achieved? Because your story is also pretty amazing. Let's share some of the success that we've had. And if you're watching this on the replay, again, feel free to put this information in there so other people can see what everyday people are achieving. I'm working harder in the gym these days. That's amazing, Leslie, because the easiest thing to do would just be to do the basics, right? Just to do the basics. But the basics just lead to basic, nothing. Nothing really happens when we just do things. We need to push ourselves. We need to grow. We need syntropy. So listen, if no one has any questions, we'll end this broadcast in a few moments. If any of you want to say what you've achieved since you've been a My 365er, feel free to post that here. Achieved clarity in areas of my life. That's amazing. So look at this. Mandy lost 4 stone. New business, created a life of love, being the person I want to be. Isn't that amazing? And this is real. I'm not borrowing my future anymore. I've invested, lost weight, lost stress. I'm truly at peace within. This is what makes this so amazing, what we have. It's not me. Me being here, great. I love it. Fantastic. But this is all about you. This is all about you and someone like me turning up for you every single day so you can be who you truly want to be. There will be no broadcast tomorrow as I'll be flying back, but Wednesday we'll be back on it. Get involved, my friends. If anyone wants to tell people why they think they should join Elite, feel free to post that here as well. I appreciate it. The whole thing of I'm fine, I'm okay. I dare you today when people say to you, how are you? I dare you to say, I'm amazing, or I'm brilliant, or I'm fantastic. See what they say. You automatically see this kind of, what? What did they just say? Because they don't hear that. They don't hear that. And even if you aren't fantastic and okay, why don't you start telling yourself that? Because it won't be long until you actually start to feel it. So wherever you are in the world, understand, yes, the odds might be stacked against you if you want to lose weight or whatever it is that you want to do, be healthy, be financially free, write that book, whatever it is. Yeah, the odds are stacked against you. Let's really shorten those odds massively so it becomes a dead cert, and understand that the odds are in your favor because the odds of you being born, you defied the odds. I mean, God, you defied the odds, didn't you? 1 in 400 trillion was the likelihood of you being born. What are you doing with the life that you have? You often feel fine. Let's finish this on this. Let's finish this on this, right? A college from another organization who saw me on podcast told me she sees such a difference in me and my business is flying. Susan was our member of the month for last month. Our new member will be announced tomorrow, which I'm delighted about. I can't wait. This is what's possible. This is what is possible. And you can all do these things. You don't have to be fine. You don't have to be okay. You can be amazing. I'm great today, but working on getting better. Love it, Jennifer. Super, super, super. So this is the thing I wanted to say. Just imagine this. The reason that you feel fine, or the reason that you feel okay, right? The reason that you feel fine, or the reason that you feel okay, is a signal that your body's trying to give you to change, to work on the things that are really important. What is wildly important to you? Understand that, you know, this is your life. Think about that today. How are you feeling? Oh, okay, fine. Do you want to feel fine, or do you want to be amazing and do great things? If you do, you can do it. You can do it. And you will shorten those odds even more if you decide to work with the best coaching opportunity in the world. And that is what My 365 provides people just like you, everyday people who are just feeling fine, who know deep down there must be more to life than this. And what this is you being able to express yourself in a better way. So you're happier, more successful, more productive, leaner, meaner, whatever it is that you want to be, you can achieve it. We'll see you soon. We'll see you on Wednesday, 7 a.m. If you want to get involved in Instagram, if you want to get involved in the whole My 365 experience, click on the link in my bio, click on the link if you're on Facebook on this post, and let's do this. Thank you. I'll be trying to get more positive mindset and stop feeling just fine and less sluggish. Don't try and do it, just do it, and come and join our coaching community, and you'll see for yourself exactly what we can do for you. Have an amazing day. All the best, much love, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye, Instagram.